We live in a world where truth is dressed in makeup, where smiles hide secrets, and where love sometimes becomes a stage for performance. You gave her your trust, not just your attention, not just your time. You gave her your soul, your silence, your late night thoughts. You built something invisible, sacred between you. And yet, something shifted. Suddenly, her eyes no longer searched for you in a room. Her touch became mechanical, her laughter delayed, rehearsed. You ask her, "Is there someone else?" And she says no. She looks you in the eyes and she denies it. But deep down, your spirit knows. Not because you're paranoid, but because you are present, fully, intuitively, stoically. Stoicism teaches us not to react in chaos, but to see through the fog with reason, to separate emotion from truth, to sit with the discomfort of knowing, and still choose clarity over illusion. You see, Marcus Aurelius once said, "If someone is able to show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change, for I seek the truth by which no one was ever truly harmed." But what if it's not about you being wrong? What if it's about her trying to bend the truth until it no longer resembles what actually happened? This is not a video about blame. It's about awareness. It's about seeing the red flags not through a lens of fear, but through the calm clarity of wisdom. Because when a woman is lying about cheating, she won't always say it, but she will always show it. And if you don't observe her with the discipline of a Stoic, you'll fall into the same trap many men do, loving a memory instead of facing the present. So listen closely, not with suspicion, but with strength, not with hatred, but with detachment. If she has these signs, she's not just hiding a mistake, she's hiding her betrayal behind a beautiful mask. 1. Her eyes avoid the weight of yours. The eyes are not just windows to the soul, they are mirrors to the present moment. When a woman is lying, her gaze becomes restless. She avoids eye contact or overcompensates with unnatural stillness. She looks through you instead of into you. The Stoics taught that the face is often more honest than the lips. She may say, "I love you," but her pupils tremble with guilt because the truth is heavy, and liars often don't have the strength to carry it in their eyes. 2. She becomes emotionally distant, then overly sweet. There is a strange rhythm to guilt. One day she's cold, unreachable, locked behind 1,000 silent walls. The next she's pouring sugar into every word, like she's trying to fix something. But a Stoic knows, extremes are rarely honest. If her affection swings like a pendulum, it may not be love. It may be compensation. She's not loving you. She's trying to silence her own conscience. 3. She suddenly needs more. Space without clarity. She tells you she needs space, time to think, room to breathe. But she offers no real reason, no genuine discomfort, no shared struggle, only vague answers, and a sudden boundary where there was once intimacy. Seneca taught us, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." And maybe that's the real tragedy. She won't even let you face the truth, because then she'd have to admit it exists. 4. Her stories change, even slightly. A dishonest soul can rarely keep the details straight. When you ask where she was, the story shifts. Small details disappear, new ones appear, timelines bend. To the untrained ear, it sounds fine. But to the Stoic, it's dissonance. It's the sound of a lie unraveling slowly. And you, my friend, must be still enough to hear it. 5. She accuses you first. This is one of the darkest signs. When she starts accusing you of lying, of cheating, of hiding things, it's often projection, a mirror, her own betrayal screaming for a way to escape. Epictetus warned, when someone criticizes you, remember that he is often expressing his own weakness. In this case, her accusations might not be about your flaws, but about the secrets she's hiding in her silence. 6. She no longer plans a future with you. Once upon a time, she used to dream aloud. Vacations, children, shared rituals. Now, silence. or vague nods without real excitement. She no longer builds tomorrow with you, because in her mind, you're already part of her past. She just hasn't told you yet. The Stoic doesn't force the future. He observes when it fades. He lets go before it burns him. 7. Her phone becomes a fortress. You used to laugh at memes together. Now her phone is always face down, always locked, notifications hidden, and God forbid you touch it. She'll panic. Privacy is a right. Secrecy is a symptom. And a Stoic man doesn't need to go through her phone. He just needs to notice how she treats it, as if it contains a world he's not allowed to see anymore. 8. Her energy shifts when you enter the room. The atmosphere never lies. If you enter the room and her body stiffens, if her face tenses for a brief moment, that's energy recognizing exposure. A person who's hiding something flinches at presence, because presence demands truth. And you, my friend, have become a walking reminder of the truth she's burying. 9. She stops asking about your day. Simple as it sounds, this one cuts deep. When someone loves you, they want to know you. They're curious, engaged, emotionally invested. But when she's lying, she starts to detach. Not only physically, but mentally. Your victories, your struggles, your little stories, they no longer interest her, because she's emotionally occupied elsewhere. And the Stoic doesn't beg for interest. He observes and accepts. 10th, her apologies feel empty. When confronted, she may say sorry. She may even cry. But you feel nothing. No soul in her words. No depth in her regret. Because it's not sorrow for what she did. It's sorrow for being caught, for losing comfort, not for breaking your heart. And the Stoic man hears apologies, but listens to behavior. 11. She forgets important details about you when someone loves you. They remember your favorite song, your childhood fear, that thing you said last Tuesday. But suddenly, she forgets. Not because her memory failed, but because her focus has shifted. A Stoic knows love is presence. Disconnection is a form of absence, even if the body stays. 12. She stops noticing. You're hurting. You're tired. Your voice cracks as you speak. And she doesn't notice. Because when she's hiding betrayal, she becomes consumed by her own anxiety. And in that storm, your emotional world disappears. To the Stoic, that's not just a red flag. It's a silent scream. 13. Her laughter becomes different. There's a strange kind of laughter that comes from guilt. Forced, exaggerated, and strangely hollow. You say something funny and she laughs too hard, or too quickly, or she doesn't laugh at all, like she's not really with you. Because betrayal changes rhythm, even in laughter. 14. She hides her pain with anger. When guilt builds up, it becomes unbearable. So instead of crying, she snaps. She picks fights. She creates drama to distract from her own inner war. As Epictetus taught, it's not events that disturb us, but our interpretation of them. Her anger isn't about you. It's her way of escaping herself. 15. She becomes overly protective of her freedom. I don't owe you an explanation. I can do what I want. These aren't just words. They're defensive walls. You used to share everything. Now any question becomes an attack. A Stoic knows, when truth is light, it welcomes being seen. Only deception fears exposure. 16th, her intimacy feels mechanical. She still sleeps with you, but something's missing. Her touch feels like routine. Her kiss feels absent. It's not that she's tired, it's that her body may be present, but her soul is not. And no Stoic accepts half presence. We love fully, or we step away with dignity. 17. She starts dressing differently. Without explanation, suddenly she changes her style. New perfume, new clothes, new energy, but not for you. And when you ask, she deflects. Oh, I just felt like it. But the Stoic sees beyond the surface. Change always has a reason, and when that reason is hidden, it's not harmless. 18. Her female friends act. differently around you. Sometimes the truth doesn't hide in her, but in the atmosphere around her. Her friends avoid eye contact. They become overly polite. They speak less. Why? Because they know. And guilt radiates. A stoic man doesn't interrogate others. He observes energy and adjusts. 19. She stops praying for you. If your relationship once included faith, spiritual connection, shared values, and now, nothing. She no longer includes you in her prayers, not in her future, not in her heart's whisper. You've become an afterthought to her soul. And for the Stoic, that's the loudest silence of all. 20. She responds slowly, but is always online. You text her. She doesn't reply. You wait and wait. But you see she's active, liking, posting, replying to others. The message is silent but clear. You are no longer her priority. You are now a weight, not a joy. And a Stoic does not chase disinterest. He recognizes it and steps back. 24. Your gut feels it deeply. This is the final and most important sign. You just know. You don't have the proof, but your soul feels unrest. Your intuition whispers, something's wrong. And the Stoic listens, not to paranoia, but to truth that the heart senses before the eyes can see it. The same way the ocean feels the storm before the first cloud arrives. Final Stoic reflection. You were not wrong for loving her, but it will be wrong to keep lying to yourself when the signs are loud. You are not weak for hurting, but you will become weaker if you ignore your wisdom out of fear of losing what's already gone. Let go, not in anger, but in honor. Let her go and return to the only person you're meant to be loyal to, yourself.